Hi everyone, thank you so much for being here early tonight. We're just going to spend a little bit of time introducing our District 3 candidates. My name is Amber Bibetto and I am chair for District 3. And I don't know if you are all District 3 or maybe you're District 5. If you don't know actually and you are interested, come see me and I can help you look up your address and find your district. It's really important to be involved in your district and know who your legislators are. I just want to first introduce our candidate for Senate, our endorsed Republican candidate for Senate, Bob Paulson. Bob Paulson has served in the legislature since, what year?
2018.
2018. I think that he is an excellent leader. One of the bills that he brought forward in the last legislative session was a bill that would protect the unvaccinated as a protected class, meaning that you could not be discriminated against if you chose not to receive a COVID-19 injection. That bill was rejected in favor of another bill, in my opinion, that did nothing, absolutely nothing, but maybe other legislators feel like they did something. But I just want to thank Bob for bringing such a strong bill forward. We need courageous leaders. We need strong, courageous, conservative leaders in our legislature. So, Bob, why don't you share just a little bit about yourself?
Okay. Thanks. It's an honor to be here tonight. I think this is it's a very important topic that we're talking about. And you might say, well, how much does it apply to North Dakota? I think it applies a fair amount. One of the things that they talk about is dark money, which is money that you can't easily trace where it's coming from. And we have that happening right now, and we have that happening in District 3. And I think an important question that's being asked, something that will ultimately have to be settled by the courts, but is it appropriate for a governor to spend a lot of money to get the type of legislators into the legislature that he wants? The analogy that I make is when I was in the military, I was under the Uniform Code of Military Justice. And one of the things that I could not do, whether I wanted to or not, was badmouth the commander-in-chief. And people might say, well, that's a First Amendment right. You have that right. Well, not when I was wearing the uniform. When I was wearing the uniform, I gave up the right to badmouth the commander-in-chief, okay? And so I think that, yes, the governor should have the ability to have his freedom of speech. However, when he sits in the seat as the chief executive, it may not be illegal, but I certainly think it's unethical to buy the legislators who will vote for your particular agenda. And so I think you're going to hear about that tonight in the movie, and I think that's something that's directly applicable to our state right now.
So what would you say would be your top legislative priorities going into the next session if you were elected?
I think that there's a lot to do. One of the things that we need to do is control spending. We are one of the highest taxed states in the nation per capita. We have oil money, so we spend. But my philosophy is oil booms tend to become oil busts. And if we have created an appetite and a budget based on oil money that we're going to have to try and pay for when we don't have that same income, that's a problem. So I think that's a very important thing. I think personal freedom has been under attack since COVID started. And we have to do everything we can to ensure that people have the freedom to make the choices that they want to make about their health and their bodies. And I think we need to definitely look at what's going on in the election integrity arena, because we have questionable things that happen in North Dakota, believe it or not.
So what do you say to Republicans who kind of talk down about the culture war? That it's really not something that we need to be focused on legislatively. Do you think that it matters?
It absolutely matters. I think that, the one thing, when we have a mass shooting, for example, we want to talk about gun control, we want to talk about mental health. Where is the absolute truth? Where is the value for life? Where is the teaching in school that that there is a God and He created you and you are unique and special? And you're not just a blob that happened by chance through evolution. And so I think that we need to not be afraid to speak the truth.
Completely agree. Thank you so much, Bob. Is there anything else you want to add?
Just happy to be here.
Okay, round of applause. Thank you, Bob.